How many decisions did you make in your business last week? Hiring decision, marketing decision, pricing decision. And here's the most honest question for you. How many of those were based on real data from your business? And how many were just a gut feeling? I did say it's most probably feelings. I've seen many business owners do that. No data driven, just hoping for the best results to come. Well, intuition does have its place, but here's what could be a big problem for you. Gut feelings can be expensive if they're not properly decided on. Today, I'm going to show you why data always beats guesswork every single time. I will give you a single framework that you can use today. And I'll show you how to make smart decisions that move the needle for your business. Let me tell you about a business owner I knew. He's smart, experienced, and has a pretty good product. They spent about $40,000 on a new marketing campaign, new ads, new website, new branding. The result most probably was really not what they wanted. It hasn't changed much because what they were doing was on saying, okay, if I do a new ad campaign on a new brand, most probably I'll get more sales. But if the old one didn't do, then why would the new one? What is the data that was driving that business decision to have a new campaign going? It was literally a gut feeling. So I asked the business owner the question, what was the decision that made you take this new step towards doing a new campaign? And he said, I just felt that it was the right move to take. Is that how you would make a business decision? Here's what the research tells us. Companies that make data-driven decisions are most likely to get 23 times more sales than the person who is not using data. 6 times more likely to retain them because they know the pattern driven through data, and 19 times more likely to be profitable because they know what has happened in the past, again through data. Well, I'm driving to you the topic that data is important. That is how you should make decisions in your business. And those numbers were published by McKinsey, and they are not small differences. They are the difference between thriving and struggling. So why do so many business owners still rely on gut instinct? Because data feels complicated, numbers drive them mad. They think it's something for big corporations, not for the small businesses. But that is all their thinking. And today we're going to bust that. Here's something uncomfortable. Your brain is not actually a reliable decision-making machine. Psychologists call it a cognitive bias. These are mental shortcuts that your brain takes. And they feel like wisdom, but they are not. Let me give you 3 of the biggest ones. Bias number 1, confirmation bias. This is only information you notice that confirms what you already believe. You think your product is great, so you remember the happy customers and you most probably forget the complaints. Bias number 2, availability bias. This is where recent events feel more important than they actually are. You had a great month in December, so you finally assume that your business is growing, but December most probably was an outlier. And the data tells a different story. Bias number 3, the sunk cost trap. This is a big one. You have invested money into something, so you keep investing even when it's not working, hoping that it will work someday, and because stopping feels like failure. Data removes emotion from the equation. It shows you actually what's happening in your business and not your imaginative thoughts of what it should be happening. And that is where the real power lies, in decision making. Okay, so how do we start actually using data in your business? I'm going to give you a simple 4-step framework today. I call it the DAT framework: define, analyze, choose, and track. Step 1: what decisions are you actually making in your business? Most people skip the step. They jump straight into the data without knowing the question. You can look at the data, but if you don't know what you're trying to look for, it becomes complicated and confusing, and that's where you don't want to use them. But understanding what you want to achieve is the most important thing. For example, if you have a funnel, right, and what you want to see is you want to make the funnel convert. So a funnel, again, has lots of data. So for example, your leads are not converting. So that's the data you need to see. How many people, when your ads are driving the traffic, is converting into your funnel? So that means your opt-in page needs to be developed properly or improved upon if you're not getting the right set of people joining your opt-in page. So coming back to my question, what is the decision you're making to use the data on? Step number 2, analyze. What is the data telling you? Where can you find this data? In your CRM, your sales data, your website analytics, your email opt-in rates, your customer retention rates. So there are different things you can do with the data based on what you have. Ask 3 questions about this data. First, what is the trend in the last 90 days? Say it's the leads, right? You're trying to get leads. So what is the trend for that? When was it up? When was it down? That tells you the seasonality of the data. Second, which I said the seasonality is the spikes. So when was it going up? That means more people were opting in. When was it going down? More people, there were literally no signups, right? Third, where are we losing customers or revenue? Or in this case, in our example, leads. I mean, once they have opted in, what's the next step? Did they purchase your product? So that's the sales or the customers. Now, these questions should be used on a specific set of data. Either it's sales, either it's customer retention, and you go deep into these questions and try to analyze what's going wrong. Step number 3, choose. Make a decision based on the evidence you found. In this part, you will see, so you might have different phases of data, right? As we said before, leads, sales, customer retention, and decide which one do you want to put more effort on for the next 90 days. Is it getting more leads? If that's not what's happening, if the sales is not working, then you should try to understand why the sales are not happening. If it's customer retention, then you might want to study why the customer retention is not working and work on any one of those components. Don't go running around all over the place with all different aspects. That will totally confuse you. The data might not be good enough. Test one at a time. Now set a period, as I said, 30 days, 90 days, just to see if there are any improvements on that. If there are, then that means you could go to the next problem that you have and try to improve on that too, and keep on tweaking until you get the best performance out of your data. Step 4, track. You need to measure your data, the performance that is giving you. In this stage, you create a feedback loop. Your data is telling you something. So after the 30 days or the 90 days that you set up, study the data. Has it improved from the previous period? Or it hasn't? That means, if it hasn't, that means your previous way of doing it was better. But if it has improved, as I said in my past step, continue on to the next problem that you have and try to fix that or improve that. This is how we should study the data and run a business based on proper decision-making strategies. Use the data, even if it's small, it doesn't matter. Over time, you'll understand better what the data is translating to you, and you can work better on that. This could be, what season is my sales performing better? Like, for example, e-commerce businesses have Christmas time, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, these days, Easter holidays. Depending on the product, they have these seasonalities. Some programs or product services don't have that. They have a different set of strategies to evaluate how the business runs. Now, I have a small question for you. How do you make decisions in your business? Is it on gut feeling, or do you actually utilize the data you have? Please leave that in the comment. Love to hear from you. And if you have any questions related to the topic or any other topic, please leave it in the comments so that it can maybe be a topic for another video. Let me leave you with this. The business owners that make decisions based on data are the businesses that are really surviving and improving and growing. So try to make this a habit for yourself and study the data. It will give you things that you would be surprised that you did not know before. Now, if you want to take this further, if there's a specific obstacle in your business that's costing you money, time, and effort, I want to help you solve it. Book a strategy session with me. We will get clear on your biggest challenge right now. We will look at the data together, and you will walk away with a step-by-step plan to move ahead with your business. No fluff, generic advice. Just a clear plan built around your data and your business. I'll put the link in the description below. You can book a strategy call with me. Please do remember, I only do a limited amount of them. So the sooner you get on a call with me, the sooner you can get results for your business. Finally, if this video gave you value, please do like and share with other business owners who may need to hear this information. I would love you to subscribe to my channel and let me know if the video was helpful in the comments. Until next video, I'm wishing you a nice day. Talk soon. Bye.